That is good banter.
You segue, all you, mate.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 47 of the Good Banter podcast. And
Cracked the half century, mate.
nearly there, the nervous 40s. What an episode!
Oh, it's going to be
It's
big,
all
mate.
happening. It's
It's
Christmas.
going to be big.
It's getting close to Christmas. We're getting Oh, it is past.
No. It's 2 days before Christmas.
It's 2 days before Christmas.
How's your vibe? We're obviously recording on we're recording on a Monday. How's the vibe, Tommy? How you feeling?
Is it we prepare for Christmas?
Yes.
Oh, mate, it's good. The Christmas lights are up in the street. There's, mate, it's just going off. When we're here at Good Banter HQ, which was the home of the Christmas, the Sandalford Christmas party this year. We didn't want to go. We're a bit wary
To go out in public?
Didn't want to go out in public because we didn't want to get everyone get wiped out and all of a sudden the business is fucked.
Yes.
So we decided to have it, as a lot of companies are this year, we had it in-house. We had it out on the basketball court, which you've seen.
I have seen
Had
the
it
basketball
catered
court.
for.
It's great. What food were you running? Was it some
I bought
shitty?
it. No. They don't mess around here. We
They
bought
fuck
some
around.
beautiful lamb backstraps.
Oh,
and we had a professional chef come in and cut it all up. And it was pretty special. And then as they always do here, they go top end, but then they go bottom end. And out of when we least expected it, someone walked in with 3 massive buckets of the Colonel. So
it's
how
always.
good's that? You get the taste early, some good food, and then later on after a few beers, they bring in the Colonel. It's fucking perfect.
That greasy, shitty chicken.
Bloody magic. So it was good times out there. And then when the numbers dwindled down a bit, got down to probably 15, we said, you know what, it's getting dark, it's getting cold. Let's go to Good Banter HQ, although they call it the Lair. Everyone.
The Lair.
They
So
call
we're
it
in the Lair. I like this.
That's called the Lair. And I'll tell you what, the Lair is lucky to be standing after the Christmas party. It was fucking going off. It was chaos. There were, we've got the basketball court here. There were shots. If you missed that, you had to have a shot. And as you know, it's near impossible to
Got the
get
shot
that in.
glasses back
Got
here
the shot
behind
glasses. We had.
See
Tell you what,
I might
talk
have a
about
little Diet Coke
talk
out of
about-
one of the shot glasses.
Talk about blessings in disguise. I don't know how we had so much grog, but we got to the point where we just had a lot of beer, but everyone wanted something else. So there was a young kid here that wasn't drinking, so I took him to the bottle shop, or he drove me to the bottle shop. So I got bloody 4 or 5 slabs of UDLs, and
always
we're
a winner.
Oh, you can't go wrong with a UDL.
What flavours?
Yeah, your vodka passion fruit and your
Perfect.
vodka ras,
Yeah.
the two most popular. No point messing with something that's working. And there were these Asian vodka limes that are about 6%. That's what sort of set me off. I was just cruising until then, but then had about 6 of them pretty quick, and before you knew it, I was hanging from the rafters.
I think like the Chinese, what's the Chinese wine or something? Is it the Chinese wine that's pretty potent? It's like a shot though. I think you have it as a shot. I've had that at a mate's joint one time. He owns like a recycling sort of centre down in Geelong, and a lot of people, they deal with the Chinese a lot, send a lot of shit over there, and maybe not now, but they were over one time. The Chinese wine was out. They fucked me up.
I know from the women we've travelled with to China, I used to go there a bit. Their wine's absolute dog shit, and that's why the Aussie wines and that are quite popular over there. But I digress. You took blessings in disguise. While there, I'm an impulse buyer, and on my way out, I saw it was like the light was shining on it. A litre bottle of Sambuca, black Sambuca, and I was like,
that's not going to end well.
Imagine that. And I was like, I'm going to walk back in there, because as you know, we've got the putt green here.
What do
you putt and you miss,
drink out the hole.
Have a shot, you miss the basketball, you have a shot, and I was going to come in.
Well, that basketball ring, we've spoken about that.
It's impossible to get
it in, so people would have been bloody legless.
So anyway, we've got a couple of slabs each, me and this guy. And I've got the bottle of Sambuca sitting on top. Walked through the door, pretty pissy already. Smashed it. Hit the and I've hit it, and it's rolled off. It's gone boop, 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 off because I've hit the door with the slabs. Rolled off a litre Sambuca. I think they're $80 or something. Anyway, it's just smashed. I was like, oh well, and Anyway, so the party was, it was a big night. But actually, I tried to run home again. Did I tell you that?
Yeah, you have run home. You have told that on the podcast. So how far? That'll be
Not far. It's 11 k's.
11 k's.
But I only got, and I used to run home regularly, as you know. I only got 2 k's in, and I was.
Oh, really? So you're really batting.
I was a lot more pissed than I thought I was, and I got about 2 k's in. I was bloody sweating because I had a bit of a
running
flannel.
the wrong way. You're going getting further
I was all
away.
over the shop, and I had to sit down, sort of on a highway, and I just had to get me bearings, and I was like, nah, fuck it, I'll call an Uber. Uber came. I was bloody had vodka Ras all over me. I was sweating. It wasn't your dream pickup for an Uber, but anyway, went home. Uber back the next day. No, drove back to work the next day. Got to work, and then I was walking in from the car, and there I saw the bottle of Smash Sambuca, and I just looked at it and thought, thank fuck that happened, because I'd already, or as is, without that I threw up several times before I came to work.
Oh, and Sambuca's just worse coming
just
out the second
just
time.
Just a horrible
round.
drop. So
shit ass.
Yeah, so I was a bit late for work, got in, sat down at my desk, and I just realised I forgot my computer, and I can't work without my computer. So
yeah, well, that's worked out well.
That was a
really,
handy old day.
Yeah,
so anyway, that was the work Christmas party. So it's good. Good. You haven't had your Christmas party
No, I haven't.
yet?
Well, by the time this airs, I will have had a Christmas party. Recorded Monday. On Wednesday, we're planning, me and the cladding boys.
The boys.
True Line Cladding. We're going
what could
barefoot
go wrong?
bowls. Barefoot bowls.
What could go wrong?
Brunswick Bowling Club.
When you sign up for something like that, does the bowling club say, what do you do? So, like when you say we're having a work Christmas party, they say, like, what's your work? Because I would say you'd prepare very differently from accountants or some florists,
scientists,
than the cladding guys.
Yeah.
You'd stack the fridge differently.
11:30 a.m. start. I don't know how long. You might roll a few balls down, and then after rolling 5 or something, you get sick of chasing them. So you go, fuck this. Let's just keep drinking.
Seems
I think
seems like a good idea. It
seems like a good idea, but I think at the time, because I've done barefoot bowls at Bucks parties and that, everyone, you team up and you think this is great, and then you walk up and down a few times. You go, well, fuck this. I'm over it.
Because what it is, and it's my same theory, which I might have touched on a previous episode. It's my 10-pin bowling theory.
Yes,
that
everyone's ugly.
Oh yeah, no, everyone's ugly, and also
easy.
It sounds like a good idea. It's quite hard.
No, it's a bit of wind.
Yeah, so it sounds like a good idea. Let's go play 10-pin bowling. Let's go lawn bowls for a catch-up. But then you get down there and you don't actually get to talk to anyone because you're always on the move.
You're always on the move.
You get 30 seconds into a conversation with someone. Hey, Tom, it's your shot. And you're like, fuck me. So you have all these half 30, 45-second chats with people, and you never
maybe
really...
it works well if you work with a bunch of dickheads.
Ah, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why it's a good for some workplaces.
Maybe that's why Bally boss has booked it. So these guys are a load of fuckwits. I don't really want to chat to them.
More than 45 seconds
45
chatting
seconds
any one
chatting
of us. So,
any of us.
No, it's a good point.
No,
it's a good
he's
point.
done well there.
So shit sport. But no, you'll have a great day.
Then the rooftop bar.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to chat to people there.
That's going to be good.
So
times
we're in trouble.
The rooftop
that's good.
bar. But we got a bit of.
Mate. Obviously, last week we stuffed up with the fuck checking. Big D. I don't know what happened. Just everything wiped off my phone, which is probably not a bad thing.
And he listened to that app
he listened to the app, and we apologised. And
did he contact you, or you
he contacted me,
mate?
He's a good man, Big D. So we wish him a bloody great Christmas, him and the family. And once again, cut and paste, Tommy. But
that's all right. That's all right.
That's all right.
I feel like we owe him one after.
We do.
After deleting his work. So
that's exactly right. So we were contemplating ferns and palm trees. Because we were looking at this, whatever this is.
Oh, which I actually, as you can see, I picked that up at the Christmas party and dropped it, and I've smashed the bottom of it. So,
yeah, no, that's fucked.
So we might be dying a slow death. The fern/palm.
That's right. Now we thought ferns and palms were sort of in the same family, a bit like I don't know what is in the same family, but ferns and palms are entirely different plants with only superficial similarities. Ferns are mynellophytes, one of the major branches of vascular plants with a huge diversity developed through a couple of 100 million years of evolution.
Again, appreciate Big D, but Love it if you could put into his own words. There's a lot going on there.
There's at least 10 words there that I got no fucking idea what they mean. I think
So
Big
maybe
D was
if you
out of his pay grade as well.
If you could dumb it down a bit for us, Big D, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Or if there's any
appreciate your work.
microbiologists or plant people out there, bloody get in and let us know what
I know we've got
all
a lot
this
of
means.
lot of plant fans.
They love it. Palms are manicots, a subgroup of flowering plants, angiosperms, which are a subset of sperms, angiosperms. Angio is something to do. Angiogram, is that something to do with your heart? Maybe I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah. So I thought it's not anti-sperm.
No, it's angio.
Spermicide.
Spermicide. What about it?
Remember condoms used to have a spermicide in it? I had a
Yes.
reaction to one of them when I was about 18.
You put it on your cock?
No, so the condom used to have a
Spermicide
in it, like
just
a big lob of...
Well, obviously they didn't back themselves well enough.
No,
Where are they getting their latex from?
No, that doesn't... Yeah,
Fill you with confidence, does it?
I get, unless they're hedging their bets. But
yeah.
I mean, granted, I haven't put a condom on for 20 years, but
I've had to. Yeah. Oh, well, you're tied. You're tied up.
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Well, 10 years, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Sorry, where are you going?
I don't know. Spermicide?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'd say spermicide.
Angiosperms.
What's going on with that?
Yeah, I don't think they put spermicide on the palms. But
No.
Which they're a subset of seed plants, which are spermatophytes. Jesus
sperm
Christ, yeah.
Is it in the palm or the...
Yeah, that's the palm. Yeah, which is a division equivalent of the fuck that. I don't know any of that. So then we spoke about... Remember we were talking about the Fujitsu, the aircon.
Yeah.
No idea.
I've got to admit, didn't really give two fucks about the palm and the fern.
No.
I'll be... But this has got me interested.
This is big. All right, so you weren't sure. Why do you have cool? Why do you have hot?
No, how can you have 23 degrees hot. And then press cold and it's 23 degrees cold?
I don't get it.
Yet it's the same. Is that
sense.
the same temperature? Yeah.
It's got to be, surely. But and he's done his research. Now, this is dated the 15th of May, 2017. So
it's a little dated.
Things might have changed.
I wouldn't think things have changed too much in that time.
I don't think so. If you're on the hot side and the ambient temperature is warmer than the setting...
What's ambient?
That's the room temperature.
Okay.
It's like ambient noise. You're in a room. Or you go to a restaurant. You know, when you go into a restaurant sometimes and you can't. Yeah, sometimes there's good ambience, but then sometimes there's
bad ambience.
Terrible ambience. So
not a word I use a lot.
No, well maybe I reckon if one thing, Big D is going to get you talking and using some big words.
Because quite often tonight we've got a gig at the Comic Stand and you can tell when you walk into the room whether they're up and about. Even just, and this isn't while the show's on, just when people are talking. So maybe that's also, geez, good ambience in here.
It's lovely ambience, yeah. So and the ambient temperature is warmer and the setting for the heat, the unit will do nothing. Okay, so if the ambient temperature is 23 and the thing's set at 23, well, that says, fuck it, I'm on smoko here. I'm pulling an RDO. I don't have to do anything, so it does nothing. Conversely, if you're on the cold side and the ambient temperature in the room is cooler than the setting, it will do nothing.
I don't really get that.
I don't get that either. So thanks, Big D. That's good, though. But I'm not sure.
0 from
I don't
2.
know. But here we go. Now, this is the big one. This is
the one we've waited for.
I thought cows had their penis halfway up their body.
Okay. Which is crazy talk.
Well, I didn't think it was crazy.
Nuts.
I thought they had a hairy cock. But no, he sent in a photo here from, this is cowboyway.com. So obviously some cowboys have posed the question.
Yep.
And he's even here. I'll put it on the YouTube there. If you have a look at that.
It's a bit blurry.
It's a bit blurry. But there you can see you've got the scrotum and the testicles where they should be.
The scrotum is the testicles, isn't it?
Well, it looks like, the scrotum, the testicles are in the scrotum.
Okay, so...
That's how it works. Now, what's this?
That
little hairy bit, when you look at a cow, you drive past a paddock and you look at it's called the sheath.
Let me tell you one important thing that's missing from this picture. It's dick. It doesn't have a dick.
No, it's just got balls and testicles.
Balls and a sheath.
Maybe they're not...
So the sheath must be the penis.
Well, that's what I thought.
It's a long way from the balls and testicles.
It is. It is.
Testicles.
That's what I thought. I thought that the sheath was the dick. Is the
So
sheath
is
the
he
dick?
saying no, it's not?
No, he just sent me this.
Big D's, if anything, is
Confused us?
he's raising more questions.
Yeah. Well, is the sheath the dick? That's what we need to fact check next time, Big
Is
D.
a sheath a penis?
Is the sheath the penis? So there we go.
That's
That's left everyone a little confused.
Ooh,
But that's
so,
all right.
So the balls and the scrotum are where one would expect a balls and scrotum
Yes.
to be,
I was wondering.
and there's no penis. There's no penis near the balls.
I think the sheath.
Yet
is
about
the penis.
30 centimetres away, in the middle of their gut, is a sheath.
Yes.
So the question is
The
a
sheath
sheath
the
dick?
penis?
A penis.
Yeah. So that's Big D.
That's Big D. Thank you,
Fact
Big
check
D.
that. Fact check that. So, but what we're going to do, because we've got I had a disappointing day today, Tom. It
Yeah.
didn't start well. We've
know.
been conversing via the text, via Facebook. I turned up my second last day of work for the year, working down in Hawthorn, Glenferrie Road, busy road, and where I was working, it's an apartment. You know, there's apartments. It's
Yep.
maybe 4 stories. It's a reclad. So reclad in the joint.
Why would you reclad a joint?
Oh, because it's all that flammable shit.
Oh, okay.
So the cladding's flammable, so you got to
yeah.
rip that off. So we got scaffolding up, mate. I'm about an hour into my day. I walk up from down in the basement where I'm
Yep.
doing a bit of work. I
Yep.
come up and I said, what the fuck? What is that on the crossover, on the driveway where the cars come up, where people walk? A big stinking dog turd.
A Boris Major.
A Boris Major
Dirty
on the crossover. Now,
So it's on the concrete.
it's on the concrete, mate.
Well, I might have bloody shot from the hip last week when I said the lowest person on the planet is someone that lets their dog shit on a lawn. There's someone lower, someone that lets it shit on a footpath.
This was horrific, mate. This was prime. What I was absolutely disappointed because in dog shit police, you saw that bloke shitting on Tone's lawn.
Yep.
You called him out. You followed him up Warrigal Road.
Save the day.
There was only a little side street. There was a little bloody nugget, a pretty fresh one on a lawn. This is next
the
level,
main
mate.
drag.
This is, you know how brazen this was? This is next to a primary school. This is on the footpath where people walk. I go, who is doing this, Tom? This world is in trouble. We're
It's
in trouble
heartbreaking.
here,
It's
Australia.
Tell you, that Diet Coke, very gassy. I'll tell you what it's like. You know when you think, I think I'm buying a Mazda 5.
Ooh,
And then
stepping
your
up.
CX-5. No, I'm just saying. Imagine
Okay,
you're
okay,
buying
right.
want to buy a Mazda CX-5, and then
car.
and then all of a sudden you start seeing Mazda CX-5s everywhere.
Yes.
Since we've been talking about dog shit,
Have you seen some?
they're everywhere.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, it's I'm fighting a losing battle here as the dog shit police.
Well,
They,
'cause then I started feeling bad. I thought, fuck, should I be more onto it? Because I know you're just one man. You can't be checking. Or maybe do we need to call out the good banter listeners to maybe take photos of where the dog shit is, and then we need to almost like crime scene investigation. Is there a pattern to where these dog shits are happening? Is it like there's a murder here, there's a murder there? Can we link it up?
and
There's a
find
dog
out where
shit
they live
here,
and go in and just
and just beat the shit out of them.
I think-
Is that too much?
violence is a bit much.
Okay.
I think just if we all got all the listeners, what do we got? Roughly 500 to 1,000 listeners every ep.
Yep.
If we found out who was doing that,
Yes.
and all 5, just say, and 1,000 people, we put the address on this page. It's not a page; it's a podcast.
It's a podcast.
Except
Name and shame.
name it. Oh, not name and shame. All 1,000 people go and take a dump on their lawn. That's a statement.
I guess the only problem with that is, Tom, we don't know whoever does the shit. We don't know where they live.
No, if we'd find out.
If
we'd obviously have to find out.
Okay, so how are we going to do that?
I don't know.
Do we have the resources? Do we have the money here to hire private investigators? Do you have to go out and maybe test the shit to work out what dog it was?
Well, I don't. I think it's the. We're not going to catch everyone.
We can't.
It's the.
We've said that.
We've said that.
I mean, I was there.
What we need to do is put the fear, it's like people. It's like speeding.
Yes.
You could speed 1,000 times, and you probably. I'll use drink driving as an example.
Yep.
You could drink drive 1,000 times and probably get away with it.
You could.
but you don't A, because it's dangerous, but B, because you might get caught.
Yeah.
So our only hope is people stop doing it, because
The
if
good
I
banter.
catch them,
Yes.
1,000 people are going to shit on their front lawn.
Yes. Yeah, okay, so that's how you're going to get it.
That's how we're going to stop people from
Okay.
shitting.
All
So,
right. Is there
do you
another
understand?
way? Yeah, I get it now. I get it. Is there another way where maybe we could almost employ the Good Banter listeners to name and shame,
Yep.
and then they start going, "Hey, mate, your dog just did a shit there. You're going to clean that up." I'm dog shit police. Maybe I'm not the sergeant,
No, not the sergeant.
but I'm
I'm the sergeant.
you're the sergeant. You're the
Yep.
main man. So what are you? Maybe I'm a constable dog shit police. Here's my badge.
Is a constable higher than a... Like, it doesn't.
I don't know.
It's neither here nor
I don't
there.
know. Dog shit police is a different.
It's a different
jurisdiction.
setup.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good idea, but...
Can we do that?
And then if they don't, do we all go shit on there? I sort of like the idea of 1,000 people shitting on...
I think that would be good.
Yeah. Because you won't do that again.
Oh no! If you walked out and there's 1,000 people shitting on your lawn,
You're
I mean,
like, I'm going to get it myself a doggy bag.
I think I will. So yeah, no, maybe we
Anyway,
do that.
Something to think about.
But let us maybe hit us up if you do see a dog turd or you see someone doing it. Name and shame. Get some photos. Send it in to us on the Instagram, Good Banter Instagram, and we can make a difference in this world.
And if you see someone shitting on a footy field,
Yep.
I give you permission to take things in your own hands.
Okay.
That's when
Okay.
you can actually...
Sling
I don't
tackle,
encourage
maybe
physical
spear
violence.
tackle.
But if you see someone walking away from a poo on a footy field where there's kids sport,
yeah, no good.
nah,
No,
that's low as
That's
dog shit.
Dog shit.
Low as dog shit.
That's it. So there we go. I'll put that. I've got the video. I'll put that up on the Good Banter Instagram. But
good call. Good call.
what we need to do now, Tommy, because this is sort of it's a two-part sort of episode. What we did, we'll explain to the listeners that we recorded a special Christmas episode about a week ago because we were worried that we wouldn't be able to get back in the studio and do a couple of eps because
I'm going away.
You're going
Christmas.
away. You're going away. I'll be
bit
away a little bit. So what we're going to do now is tack on a special Christmas episode. So you've had this, and then we'll go into, which is going to look weird on the YouTube because we're going to be wearing different clothes.
Yep. And there's tinsel.
There's
It's gonna
tinsel.
all of a sudden appear.
It'll be pretty funny. So
but I reckon it was we were tired.
we were
Could be a little
tired.
flat. It was late. It was more. I don't know. Maybe we'd had a big weekend. I don't
I think
know.
it was too far away from Christmas. We
Yeah.
weren't as excited as
we had
what
to
we
we
should
had to
have been.
pretend there was Christmas spirit, and what we discovered is you can't fake Christmas spirit.
You can't.
Try as you will, you've
Yeah.
either got it or you
I mean,
don't.
we're wearing stupid hats. We've got the tinsel. We thought, this will work. And we found out probably about 5 minutes in that we are pushing shit
there's
uphill.
no Christmas spirit.
We are
here.
pushing dog shit uphill.
We're just wankers wearing Christmas hats with tinsel, pretending to have Christmas spirit. But look, we gave it a shot.
We did.
Yeah, so over to you.
Have a great Christmas. We will tack on this little Christmas special. Enjoyed time with the family, with your friends. Hope Santa comes. Once again, get on the Good Banter Instagram page. Get on the, if you want to hit us up, reallygoodbanter@gmail.com. And like, rate, review the podcast. Merry Christmas,
This will be
everybody.
at the end of that episode, so no point.
I fucked up there. I
Yeah.
can cut that out. So
Have
enjoy.
a great
and
Christmas.
we'll
Enjoy the
see ya.
Christmas special,
We'll see you for episode 48.
I think.
I think. See ya. Over to you, Timmy Sarge.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to a very special
Christmas.
Firstly, episode 47, but more importantly, a very special Christmas edition. And if nothing says Christmas like a bit of tinsel
And some shit hats.
and some silly hats, which we're wearing, and
We are
going to talk nothing but Christmas tales.
So if you don't like Christmas, this
Maybe.
could be a shit episode for you.
If you don't like, tell you who I don't like.
Who?
I reckon he's overrated.
Rudolph.
He's overrated, but another one that's overrated, and you just cannot escape him this time of the year.
He's everywhere.
Do you know who?
Christmas. Elf. Elf on the Shelf?
Elf on a Shelf.
Elf on
Did you say Elf on a Shelf?
Yeah, Elf.
I thought you said Alf like that.
Like Elf Stewart.
I
on a
was thinking
shelf.
that Muppet, Alien
Oh, the
Life form.
Muppet with the big nose.
He was funny, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
What happened to him?
Yeah, little comb over. He was good. He
No,
was big back in the
bloody
day.
Buble.
Oh,
I
Michael
don't get it.
Bublé.
I don't get it.
Who? My mum loves.
He's a fucking karaoke singer.
He's a dick.
Has he written his own song?
Oh, I don't know.
I actually think he'd be a pretty cool. He might be a reasonably nice bloke.
He's probably
I
a
reckon-
good bloke. He'd probably be one of those guys you'd catch up for a bit, or you'd think, as I thought, yeah, he's not a dick. I'm just sick of his songs. Although I'm not listening to him, but he probably would be a great bloke. I reckon he'd shout everyone. 'Cause
Yeah.
he'd have that much money
He'd
because
be a
every
good
year he
bloke.
puts out a new freaking Christmas album.
Well, he doesn't. That's what you think.
Oh,
But
okay.
This is 10 years this year since he released that Christmas album, and I saw him interviewed, and even he's fucking sick of it. He's like it's been done to death. He's as I said, I reckon he's a fraud. He's a karaoke singer.
Yep.
I don't even reckon his voice is that good. I just reckon he just nailed that Christmas album.
All
Is
the
he
oldies
singing any
love
normal
him.
songs?
Mate, I must admit, I'm not a huge follower of Bublé's career.
I reckon he's just one that's found a loophole in the system, released an album at the right time.
Sort of like
and-
the Tin Lids. Do you remember the Tin Lids?
Yeah, I do. But
Jimmy Barnes' kids?
not sure if they made it quite as big as Bublé, did they?
Probably not as big, although probably better voice than Bublé.
Yeah, were they Jimmy? Was that
Jimmy?
Looking back now,
Yeah.
is the Tin Lids? Was that the bloody bloke that now does the morning show?
David Campbell. No,
Yeah.
I think it was more
How
the...
many kids has he got?
I think it was the girls. I don't know.
The
I think
Asian
there's
kids. There's a few Asian kids there, wasn't
Well, I
there?
think he's married to a...
Vietnamese,
maybe. And I don't think David's not Vietnamese.
He's not Vietnamese. No.
So if he is, he's doing
But he's got a whole
he's very
band
distant.
of kids.
Yeah, I think it was mainly the girl. There was Mahalia Barnes. She's
Oh,
still
the
doing
one that-
music,
She's
I
still
think.
doing a bit, yeah.
Yeah, she loves it. I'm not sure
Interesting.
about... I'm not sure where David's from. I mean, that was maybe in his reckless days where he was banging everything, and David was...
Bottle of Jack
yeah.
after each
Or
concert.
vodka. He loved the vodka,
Loved
didn't
his
he?
vodka, didn't
Loved
he?
the vodka.
Vodka's my spirit of choice.
Is it? What do
Yeah.
you mix it with?
Used to be orange. Raspberry vodka ras. Is there anything better?
Yeah, I reckon there is.
Oh, I love a vodka
Oh,
ras. I
vodka
remember when I
raspberry.
went to Canada. Might have told this story before. We used to go to the bar in Canada. It'd open at 5, 25-cent spirits.
Oh, mate.
And then it would
I'd
go
drink-
up to, and then at 6 it would
I'd
go
drink
up to
cat's
50
piss
cents.
for that.
And then it would go up to 7, it would go up to $1, and then $2, and it would double.
Yeah.
And I remember even from the 25 cent to 50 cent,
I mean, you're still not breaking the bank,
you're still not breaking the bank. We used to go, there's 3 minutes
fuck,
left.
get in there.
They're going up to 50 cents in 3 minutes. And we'd be like, give us 8 vodka, but they didn't have vodka raspberries. So I used to get vodka cranberries.
Yeah,
And
I love vodka cranberry.
Oh, it used to give me
I
heartburn.
don't like the cranberry.
Used
It's
to
good
give
for
me
your
heartburn.
urine, though.
Yeah, I didn't have one
It'd give you
urinary tract
heartburn,
infection.
It'd give you get rid of the UTI.
My
So,
whole trip, I didn't have a...
I love the cranberry.
Yeah, well,
I like it.
Yeah, anyway.
Zombie.
Cranberries. She's no
Cranberries.
longer with us, I don't think.
No,
Sad
she's never
tale.
been with us.
Anyway,
yes, talk to
Christmas
me,
stories.
Tim.
All right, so as you know, played a lot of footy for the Caulfield Bears.
Oh, mate,
love them.
Your whole career.
I love 'em.
Almost.
I love them.
You do love 'em.
Always try and help out when I can. It gets
Always.
harder. Now they've got 3 kids, work, gigs, family.
You still find an excuse, though, Tom.
I still love getting involved, and I've still got that guilt thing if I don't help out. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, so our president Darren.
They're trying to get rid of you.
They're trying to get rid of
But
me.
you're
yeah.
still...
But they've
I
cut
feel
me from the
guilty. I
emails.
feel
I'm no longer
guilty.
on the emails. But they've blocked me from all the Facebook pages. But anyway,
Yes.
so the president, he's always thinking outside the square.
Great
About
man.
4 years ago, he said, let's start selling Christmas trees.
That is...
Yeah.
That is outside the square.
You'd think
I mean, he
so, but-
said, let's do it in June.
Yeah.
I said, stay.
That is outside the square.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
outside the square, mate. I don't think anyone's buying them in June, champ.
Anyway, so he came up with this idea, not exactly groundbreaking. Pretty much every footy club does it.
Christmas trees?
Lot of
I have never heard of a football club selling fucking Christmas trees.
Haven't you?
Never. Until the Caulfield Bears came on board.
Well, Murray and Bean do it down the road, and they do a killing.
So you've stolen
And,
their idea.
Pretty much. And anyway, so basically you rely on the playing group. If everyone in the playing group can sell 1, hopefully 2, And
Where do they get the trees from? Is Prez
well, it's like
growing them in his backyard?
It's like a company that runs it. You buy it off them for, and this is guessing here, but you might buy them
$3
off them for. No, I don't think the markup's that great. You might buy them off maybe for 50,
Yeah.
and you sell them for 75,
great.
or you might buy a large for 60, and you sell it for 85.
That's nice.
But you've got to go out and get them. You've got to, and the big thing is delivery, because we used to just sit on the side of the road for a whole week, but for a whole weekend, and it was very time consuming. It was very
a lot of shit thrown at you.
Yeah, you had
a few honks.
But I wouldn't think it would be an impulse buy. Like I'm not driving down the street and go, fuck, I might buy that Christmas tree, but quite a few people did it.
Yeah.
So the plan
Sometimes
is
it's easy with a Christmas tree because you go, do we get a real one? Then you go, there's a few losers from the Caulfield Bears.
Let's go and give them a chop out.
Give them a chop out.
Yeah, and that's a lot of sales were coming that way. But what we did, so to try and get the playing group to volunteer, as always, they're fucking not interested. So it ends up being the usual volunteers doing it.
Yes.
But the goal this year, they're trying to sell them in advance. So we get a big list, pick up the trees, and home deliver them. Because then
Service with a smile.
The goal is not to be sitting around all weekend on the side of the road trying to flog off Christmas trees that are basically dying in front of you.
Dying, yeah.
So I thought I'd be proactive. I'd try and help out. We've got a little street WhatsApp group.
Oh, that's...
Our street's really...
like, how many people in that? Like,
everyone in the street.
Like, have you done police checks on some of these people?
No, but it helps the community. And people will pop stuff like,
how old's your kid?
Did anyone notice the
sicko from number 6?
Yeah. Just really, everyone's
not wearing any
We've
pants.
got a bar in our street.
Jesus.
And I've told you this. Our street's become one of those streets where people decorate their houses for Christmas, which sounds great, but it fucking sucks.
You hate it.
I hate it. I was up there the other day putting Santas up, and this morning turned Santa on. The motor shit itself, so that was about $300, and now Santa's just a flat tack on our roof. It's just shit.
How long you had the Santa for? That Santa?
2 years.
2 years, say, yeah.
You want to get more than that out of it.
You sort of do.
And I don't want to connect all the shit, so I buy the solar lights. They're shit.
They never work. If you get one Christmas out of them, you're doing well.
It's just dreary, like a limp little fucking flash. It just looks shit. But anyway, and the guy up the road put a bar out the front of his house, and you've got to take your own drinks, but you can sit at this bar. He's got a fire pit. I got it home from a gig the other night at Chelsea Heights, and everyone was up. There were probably 10, 15 people out at this bar. It was midnight, and the fire pit was going, and I actually had some pizza with me, so I took the pizza up.
So what's the go? If you bring your own drink, like what time's closing time? Can you kick people out, or you just...
Well, you can't. They're just in the street.
Right. And can you do it like during the day? Are there any local barflies hanging around during the day?
No, I think it's only when... I guess you could just go
you just rock in there. It's a dangerous thing setting up a bar in your front yard.
Oh, but the guy... Yeah, he can drink, so he quite likes it. He sits there. It's a real community.
That's great.
And you drop in. Anyway, so I thought I'd put on the WhatsApp group. It's a long shot.
Is the bar open?
No, it's a long shot. Does anyone want to buy... I'm involved in the Caulfield Footy Club. Does anyone want to buy some Christmas trees? And bing, bing, straight away, 2 people that I didn't know.
Okay.
Want to buy a Christmas tree. One wanted to get the large for $85.
Yes.
One wanted to get the small for $75. Actually...
For an extra 10, you'd just go the large.
Well, someone said the $75... For $75, you got the small, which was 175 centimetres tall.
So that is about 6 foot.
Would it be about...
I reckon 182 is 6 foot. So it is a baby little tree.
It's a 6 foot tree.
6 foot. Well, that's 182 centimetres, I reckon.
175 centimetres.
No, that's not 6 foot.
Well, it's a bit smaller than 6 foot. Anyway, so someone said, I want the small. The other person said, we might get the large. If the small's 175, how big's the large? Because it didn't say that on the poster. Because I sent the poster to him, and I said
grey area
between 185 and 2 metres.
Did you have any fucking idea?
No idea.
Okay,
but I thought that makes sense. If the small's 175, you would assume the large is at least 185.
Yes,
maybe 2 metres.
Yes,
I left a fair window there. Yeah, it's got to be at least 10 centimetres taller.
I guess if you're putting it out there, you probably should have fact-checked this.
Well, you would
before.
assume for an extra $10 you're getting at least 10 centimetres.
I think so.
Anyway, so I unfortunately, they delivered on the Saturday, and I just so happened to be out the front of the house. There's a house with all these lights.
I thought
the
you'd
kids
love to be
running.
there because what'll happen, they'll deliver the tree. Tom's the hero of the day. He's the one. I love this tree.
I'm like Santa.
You're the man. You are there. You're the middleman.
And I'm out the front chatting to these people because, they give away candy canes out the front. They've got this candy cane bucket out the front of their house, so the kids love going up and getting the candy canes.
I'm moving into it. Can I rent?
It's a great street.
It's a bit late now. It's only a few days to go.
And anyway, so I'm out the front. I'm thinking, this is going to be quite exciting.
Yep.
The president's coming. So I'm on the phone to him. I said, what time are you delivering? And he goes, look, I'll deliver yours first. I go, this is going to be great. I'm out the front. They're going to deliver these trees. They've turned up. The utes come out. Everyone's out the front. Christmas trees delivered.
Exciting times.
And the ruckman...
How big is this thing going to be?
The ruckman of the twos has got out and he's...
How tall's the ruckman?
I don't know.
So
he'd be
6'4"?
a lot bigger than a fucking Christmas tree.
So
I'm
pretty
telling you now.
expensive. Would he be like $95?
He'd be $90.
Worth?
Yeah,
$90.
So he's got out, grabbed the Christmas tree, and you could
like a toothpick.
This thing was $130 max. And I was like, oh no, my name. And I barely knew these people. This was my only interaction with these people. They've newly come to the street.
Yes.
And this is all we had was our relationship over this Christmas tree.
This Tom seems like a real genuine,
and I was
nice guy.
Oh no, and I was thinking, maybe that's like. This is a joke or something, or maybe this is a
warm-up tree, like an
maybe
entree.
It's the small tree for down the street because these people ordered the large, and he's walked. This guy was carrying it like you would carry a beer. He was walking in just with one hand, and he's just walking. And
was it in a stubby holder?
He's handed it over to the person. You know, you would expect it to come in on a little trolley or something.
Put it over his shoulder like a lumberjack.
It was one hand, and he just handed it to the bloke, and like. He didn't say anything. I could tell he was disappointed, and his wife, I could tell, was really disappointed.
Oh, well,
in this Christmas tree.
I think so. You've been stitched up 40.
And so
you said it was going to be fucking.
I've promised
10 metres high.
I've promised the world. Look, it was a good-looking tree.
Yeah,
but it was short. Anyway, so
that's what a lot of guys say with their penises,
done the
don't they? It's a good-looking penis.
Yeah, it was good, and it had good girth.
Good girth, but
so I've moonwalked.
It's not doing the job.
I've sort of moonwalked down the street backwards,
Michael
down
Jackson
the house,
style,
and then a couple of other people have come down a bit later, and I didn't want to talk to the bloke. I was like, this is no good. And a couple of people came down from the street later, and I just said, it was the elephant in the room. We're just chatting, and I said. What they think of the tree? And they just smiled and they said, yeah, they were pretty disappointed. and I said, oh no. So I can't even show my face in the street. I'm known as the rip-off guy. And I didn't pick these trees.
Well, who did pick the trees, Tom? We've got to get to the bottom of this. This is bullshit. Because I went out to the tree farm. I saw how they bloody cut them and measure them.
So unless, I don't know what's going on, unless Caulfield's cutting the trees in half and selling them doubling up.
Double or nothing. But then the ones that are stumpy on top, where are you going to put the star?
I don't know.
Because they go out flat. There's no point.
I don't know.
Who's in control of this? There's no quality control.
So I reckon we've been ripped off. We've been ripped off by the farm.
Yep.
So the Bears, and I'm just the face of this. So I'm like, God. And I felt really bad. And I went up to him. I said, Your face at the moment, if you think back to episode 45, is everything that is wrong with Christmas.
With Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, it was just awful. So I've gone up and knocked on the door and I said, mate, I hear.
Did you like get down on your knees and say, I'm 6 foot?
Yeah.
And
I walked in. Give us a look at this tree.
Give us a look at this tree.
On my knees, I've walked in. She's a bloody beauty.
She's a fucking ripper. That's got to be at least 190 centimetres.
They're tall people too.
Damn it.
Couldn't they have been? Couldn't we have got a bloody
midget
or some little person to carry the tree?
Or one of the kids.
Yeah.
Who'd really struggle, probably trip over.
Someone from the under-8s to carry the tree, and they would have gone, look at the size of that tree.
Don't get the ruckman to give a undersized
rookie
tree.
mistake. So if you're a footy club out there
people.
delivering trees, get the smallest, get the rover to deliver it, or get an under 8 or under.
Get someone in a wheelchair to deliver it. So they put it over that you don't even get a look at it. Or maybe just, I don't know.
So my name's shit.
Yeah.
My name's Mud in the Street. But then that night, as I said, I did the gig, Chelsea Heights Cricket Club, great club, and they ordered way too many pizza. Too much pizza. So at the end, I was just stacking pizza in these boxes. I said to the president, can I take some home? He said, no dramas. So I've got all this pizza in the box, and I was going to take it home and have it the next couple of days, just reheat it. And I've got home, parked out the front, and the people I sold the little stump to, they're still out the front drinking piss. It's midnight.
Here's some cold pizza. Do you want some salmonella?
That was my peace offering. So I walked
bit
up,
of food poisoning,
mate, and they were wrapped. They said this is a lovely gesture, and I apologised again.
Did you give them a large and there was a small? That
joke was definitely cracked. Yeah, there's plenty of shit hanging on. So it's sort of all in good spirit now, but it's
it is.
But there's still it's still a little bit awkward. And I still haven't made contact with the people that ordered the small. They definitely,
do you reckon they fucked it up? Maybe they got the large.
No, they got a small one.
Okay, they got a small. Yeah. So how fucking small was that thing?
Yeah, it wasn't great.
That was like
but anyway, so that was a bit of street Christmas spirit. But,
good luck. Well, I hope you get out of that shit.
Yeah, so Christmas, it's a crazy time.
And so what are you doing Christmas Day, Tommy? Where are you? What's happening? It's been a pretty crappy year for a lot of people, so we want to enjoy Christmas. Run us through the Christmas spirit.
We're going away. We're going up near a little south of Sydney, going with my wife's family, which should
nice.
be should be a bit of fun, but that means you've got to when you're travelling, you got
to take everything.
You got to take the presents.
You got to take the presents. Where do you hide those?
Presents.
Santa's presents.
Yeah. So they can't be seen. So you can't give a bike or a bloody
no. So the kids are getting pretty shit presents this
year.
Small.
Just small.
Small.
So you sort of more your Legos and your.
Or your large Christmas trees. Your large Christmas trees.
Yeah.
You could fit 35 of those in a little hatchback.
But we've got Elf on the Shelf, who you mentioned before.
Shelf, yeah.
He's back. He's back.
Big. Where is he? It's so. Run us through the Elf on the Shelf. I haven't done the Elf on the Shelf. I don't have kids. One day maybe. What's the big thing with Elf on the Shelf?
Well, I think we've talked about this.
Is he always on the shelf?
He's never on the shelf.
Okay.
And that's
Elf's off the
shelf.
That's
the ironic thing about poor old Elfie. So Elfie appears.
That'd be like Man with a Van.
On the
and he rocks up in
on
a bus.
motorbike. Yeah. Hang on a second.
Man, this is false advertising.
But so he just appears. It's actually a great idea. I wish he was around more because he appears December the 1st, and he basically keeps an eye on the kids. Make sure he's a rat. Basically, he's
the mole.
He's a mole. He's a dirty stinking rat, and he tells Santa every night he goes back to South Pole and North Pole.
He's busy. He looks skinny, Elf. Is that because he's going back each night to the North
he's got a lot
South
on.
Pole?
And the kids are a bit because some kids got Elf on the shelf and some kids don't. So there's a bit of confusion. I think the kids get together and it's blowing their minds. Why has he got Elf on the shelf?
Why has he got Elf on the shelf and I've got shitty
nothing.
advent calendar?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. There's no consistency.
No. So I think parents have to get together and get their shit out. It's like Christmas when some kids get a heap of presents. You go, well, he's a little shit. I'm well behaved, and I get fuck all.
Well, they were obviously better kids. That's the only reason.
But that's what you think, because Santa's been watching the whole year.
Yeah.
But if your parents are maybe poor or, bloody dad lost his job or something, you could be the greatest kid ever, but you only get, a shit present, and your mate who's a little shit, gets heaps.
They must just think they were naughty, which is a pretty horrible situation.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, but that's
not for us to deal with.
No, that's the parents can work that out.
Parents work that out.
And so Elfie's just ratting out on the kids, but it's great. And often you'll see him do something naughty, like they'll be, like, Noah, quick, pick your shoes up. I don't want to pick, and he'll get halfway through, and he'll just. The penny will drop and he'll turn around. There'll be little Elfie, and
could you put a camera in Elfie? Could you, little undercover camera in his fucking head? Oh, you wouldn't really need to.
You don't really need to. I think just the fact that he's there. But the problem with Elfie, because he moves every day, and quite often he comes bearing gifts. So you might give him chocolates in the morning. So that's the problem with Elfie. The kids are up at fucking 5:30 a.m.
Where's Elfie?
They're all excited. Where's Elfie? So Mummy, Daddy, where's Elfie? So Elfie's certainly it's not all cocaine and prostitutes with Elfie. It's certainly a downside to little Elfie.
Yep. But the kids, it's worked though. It's worked. The kids are good. They're behaving.
They are behaving, but we got anything else to talk about Christmas?
I don't know. You can sort of get to Christmas and
there's not they got the Christmas tree. We got the Christmas tree. We actually went to a Christmas tree farm. Have you been to a Christmas tree farm? No.
Well,
how long does it take for a Christmas tree to grow to 185?
I do not know. I haven't Googled it. Big D, maybe fact check that because I went out to Murraduct early December and got this Christmas tree. So
you got a live tree.
I got a live.
What'd you pay for that?
I mean, technically, if you cut it, is it dying after that? It's technically
it's
not
a dying
live.
Tree. But if
it's a dying
put
tree,
it in water, the water must be like life support.
I don't think we got it in water. We just got it in a little thing, and you tighten these screws and hold it straight.
Yeah, and it's very hard to get straight.
It took a while.
Yeah.
It took a while, but so Kristen said, I want to get a real tree. And the night before I had a mate over, and then we had a few. I was feeling okay. I had a stinking headache early in the morning, about 7 o'clock. I'm like, oh, God, what the hell? What's been happening? But she said, let's go out to the Christmas tree farm. What
better way to spend a hangover?
Oh, that's great. And
Jeez.
It seems to me like women always, girls, whoever, they always want to make a day of it. Why do we have to make a day of it?
Can't you just ring Caulfield and get him to drop it off?
Get it to drop a shitty tree, disappointing tree. I've got a headache, stinking hangover. Can I buy an extra large? How big's that? Well, that's 30 centimetres, and we'll charge 150. so drop that out to us. That'd be great. But I'd come good, and I thought, this will be good. It's our first Christmas in our own house.
Yeah.
We're making the smell.
The smell's nice. We've got a plastic tree.
And it doesn't smell that great. And especially if it catches fire, it's a bloody risk.
There should be a Christmas incense. Surely there is somewhere that smells like a real Christmas tree.
Or maybe like an air freshener. A Christmas tree air freshener. There'd have to be something like that.
Yeah.
So we go out there and, geez, it's all happening out at Murraduct Christmas tree farm.
Oh, I can imagine.
This is big. It is lines out here. I go, how are we going to get a park? What's going on here? And I'm thinking, oh my God, this is going to be a shit show. But you go in there, and this is how it works. They give you a tag.
Yep.
They go, and they had everything. They had a sausage sizzle.
Yeah.
They had, mate. This is you talk about a money making machine.
Well, they're only open for 3 weeks of the year. You may as well.
Money.
You got to.
Yeah. I mean, they were selling
You've had
sausages,
11 months to sort your shit out.
They were selling coffee. There were cans of Coke.
Yeah,
Some bloke was selling plasmas out of a fucking truck. I go,
Good.
Jesus Christ.
You got to get every cent you can.
Every cent you can. So I'm thinking, oh, God, this is going to be a bit of a nightmare. But I'm enjoying the experience.
Yep.
I'm enjoying it. So what you do, they give you a little tag, and then you go, pick your tree. And there's hundreds of them.
But it'd be like saying, like a penguin. Like saying, pick your favourite penguin. They're all the same.
They all look the same. And it's only really the height that sort of changes. Some of them look a bit weird. Like there's just a little bare patch, so we don't.
Is that what you want? You pick your dog. Ever picked a dog?
Yeah,
out? Actually, I like him. He's got sort of
He's missing half an ear.
Yeah, I like him. He's a bit different.
He's got no left eye. You know,
he can't bark.
He's sort of lovable. He's like a lovable rogue.
Yeah.
You pick that tree because you do feel for the trees.
Character.
That's
the word.
Character. Because wouldn't you hate to be that tree that's just standing there up proud? All the ones have been cut around you, and this tree just there, like, oh, you know, be feeling pretty shit.
But then next year you'd be king of the trees.
Yeah, well, maybe, yeah. Or maybe they're not like
when they cut the stump off.
Yeah.
Does it keep growing?
They keep growing. That is a
or
very
is it just
good
a stump.
And then they just get the stump grinder in and go, let's start again.
Because remember sometimes when they cut this, that's a good question.
That's a great
question.
They
put that sort of paint over the stump.
Oh, or do they? You know how sometimes they hack into the stump? They put a cross so it stops growing.
Okay, I didn't know that.
But surely, maybe they must grow back.
I don't know. They can't be getting all the roots out every time and growing another seed.
No, that's
it's amateur stuff.
That's no. There's no money in it then, surely.
No, surely not.
But there's a lot of trees. Maybe they're just. I don't know how it works.
No.
So you go in there, you've got your little, and everyone's walking around. There's bloody kids walking around with chainsaws who work for the farm.
Yep.
So what you have to do, you have to pick your tree. You go stand near your tree. Go, this is our tree, and then you got to summon someone with a chainsaw.
It's a bit like the old trout farm.
It's like the old trout farm.
Yep.
That's exactly right. You go there, you pick your tree, you stand with it, and then you sort of got to go because there's people walking everywhere, and who's first, who. So you got to go find someone. Said, no worries, mate. I've got 25 Christmas trees to cut already. Yep. I'll be back down to you in 3 hours. I said, well, that's shit. I don't have 3 hours to wait, but there's a lot of them, and then so the bloke
a lot of Christmas spirit.
Lot of Christmas spirit, mate. Smell of the sausages, smell of the trees. Everyone's happy. It was a beautiful day.
It was a Christmas spirit from a distance. Because I reckon, like, you go see Santa at Chadstone or South, and from a distance you go, look at that Christmas spirit. And you get in close, and mum's cracking the shits, and the kids shit his pants, and dad's fucking hungover.
Dad's
and you're
over it.
There's no spirit here at all. I'm going back to watch this from a distance.
I reckon, yeah. Those shopping centres, there's no Christmas spirit in there.
No, you're correct.
It
appears to be Christmas spirit, but ironically, there's the little Christmas spirit.
Little Christmas spirit, where this actually felt. You're on a farm.
Yeah.
It's nice. You're seeing other people.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, look at them. They're buying the tree, and this is great. So then we go, all right, mate, we found a dude, and this is how he measures it. He's got a stick, a pole.
So you pay per centimetre?
You pay for the height. So in between a certain thing.
That's interesting.
It is interesting. And so he's got different colours. So he's got red, blue, yellow, and ours came up just below. It must be about 6 foot. I stood up and I was sort of eyeballing the bloody thing. Oh, you want to go, do you?
Yep.
And that was $77.
Okay, yep.
$77.
But you didn't get it delivered.
No. But then what they do, so he chops it off at ground level, takes it out from the knees, and he goes, do you want baling? I said, what's baling?
What's baling?
He said, well, that's what they do is they put it through a machine, and it sort of goes into like a net. So it all sort of keeps it compact.
Oh, for the car ride home.
For the car ride home.
Okay, yeah.
You can tuck it in the back seat. You put the belt on it.
That's a good idea.
And ours was perfect because I'm shitting myself. I thought I'm going to have to put it on the roof there because I've got roof racks.
I would have taken a box of Glad Wrap. Could you have done that and just wrapped it up?
Wrap it up yourself. Mate, I'm not paying $5 for baling. Mate, I've bought $25 worth of Glad Wrap.
Yeah.
Give me a crack at it myself.
$5 to bail.
$5 to bail,
yeah,
mate.
no, bailing
pays for itself.
Money well spent.
Money well spent. So, and then there's all these trees, and they just yell out. It's like you're waiting for a coffee order. They go, Evan, and they.
Could you get other shit bailed? Just take out like
your kid if he's giving you the shits.
Yeah.
Put him through the baler.
Or like a heap of. Actually, I don't know what else you get bailed.
What else would you get bailed? Balls. Like if you got balls lying around the house, I'll bloody bail all those balls, boys.
Take out 20 balls and. Yeah, it's probably not worth it.
Probably not worth it, but that's all right. So, get it. We had a sausage. We had a can of Coke and, just a real good spirit there.
Yeah.
Real good spirit. So we chuck it in the car. Didn't have to put it on the roof racks. Took it home. It took us 3 days to get it straight, but that was all right. And then there's a big decision. Where do you put it? I said to Krista, babe, let's put it in front of the window. Really, as people...
so you can see it from walk past.
As when people walk up, gives them the Christmas spirit. You got the lights on it. You got the baubles. You've got the star on top. And people go, Christmas.
Then you got to decorate both sides.
You got to decorate both sides, yeah.
You don't want to do that. Or is that what you did?
Kristen did all that.
Okay, yeah.
She loved all that stuff. Now, the problem is, though, because we're taking this tree home, I said, where's all their decorations? She said, no, I threw them out. I said, well, what? You threw our decorations out? She said, when I thought we're going to a new house, we'll start fresh.
Yeah.
So she's had to go out and get all the decorations. She's thrown a heap of other shit out. We've got like 4 plates. We've got 4 large plates. She said, because she thought we're probably going to get like cutlery and plates and shit for our wedding.
Yes, she wasn't to know that your wedding won't be until 2030.
That's exactly right. So we're
so what do you call it? Not downsizing. It's what do you call it when everything's simple?
Minimalist.
Minimalist. Yeah, you're minimalist.
We're minimalist. So we've got 4 plates. We've got no Christmas decoration. She went out and bought them, and now the Christmas tree is pumping. The lights are going. The baubles are good. there's presents under there. It is. It's great stuff.
Yeah,
that's great stuff. So
that's good to hear.
The Christmas spirit and the smell.
So you're waking up Christmas Day in your own house?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yep. Going to a mate's joint Christmas Eve tomorrow night, and doing that.
Yeah, fantastic.
Wake up in our own house, and then I think we're going to go out to our neighbour's place where Mum and Dad used to live.
Yep.
We always used to go there.
Someone else moved in?
Breakfast. Yes, someone else moved in.
Okay.
They've knocked everything except one wall out of our childhood home, and they've turned it into a fucking mansion.
What, and you know the people that live there?
Yeah.
Oh, that worked out well.
Oh, it worked out well. So, and then we're going to Kristen's brother's joint for Christmas lunch.
Oh, good times.
Going to be good.
Good times.
Going to be good.
Tell you what I don't miss about Christmas.
Driving?
I reckon for the age of, no, we won't be driving Christmas Day, but
No.
the driving's obviously a nightmare. I never want to do those Christmases where you got to get to 3 different locations.
Yeah, and you're on a time limit. We've got to go. If we don't get there,
one location. Christmas
Shut
is
up.
fuck getting in the car, and you got to watch what you drink, and you can't really settle in, and the kids are going crazy. But I reckon from the age of 16 to 28,
hangovers.
And poor old Mum she'd cook up a storm, and she'd work all night and Christmas dinner, and all us kids would just be sick as a dog. It was a big thing, especially once we all moved to, all us country crew moved to Melbourne. Everyone had come home for Christmas, so it was Christmas Eve at the Bureau was massive. And it always amazed me. There'd always be fights. So I'm thinking, who's punching on Christmas Eve?
Like, get in the spirit, guys.
Imagine turning up to Christmas lunch with a big shiner or your big fat lip.
But not a good look.
No, but always hungover. Mum was always good about it. She never used to complain. I think a couple of years she was a bit disappointed because you just sort of poke the turkey with your fork and just duck off for a vomit. And, and you know, you'd just be sipping on your Coca-Cola and just really disappointing stuff. We'd get home about 5 a.m.
Brutal.
So that's good. At least you wake up now, you're fresh. So it's all about the kids.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's you got any more Christmas shit?
Mate, I'm just I thought we'd be able to fill the time fairly easily, but Christmas is a really depressing time of the year, to be honest. Nah, just kidding. We've touched on Elf on the Shelf. We've got the hangovers. We've got catching up Christmas Eve for a few bevies. Got Christmas tree.
Should we sing some Christmas carols?
Christmas carols. We hate Christmas carols.
Christmas carols.
Is there anything worse? And I spend a lot of time in Bunnings stores at the moment, and just they come on so early, and it's nothing else. Ironically, nothing will make you less festive than just being drilled. It's like propaganda, fucking constantly.
Are you a Carols by Candlelight fan?
Not really, but one year this is pinner. If you to summarise Wodonga, Alby Wodonga in one store, I remember once they used to have a big Carols by Candlelight in Lavington Sports Club. Every man his dog used to go. Panthers, and this was back in the day where I think it's glow sticks now, but this was back when it was candles. I don't think they have candles anymore.
Well, it's probably a health and safety. You can't have a live flame in a park. You know, it's not right. So you get the little ones that have got the lights in it.
But they also had a few glow sticks. But there was drinking, and it was just a mad
That's
piss
great.
up, and it was just rough as guts. And I remember there was quite a well-known singer was on stage for carols, and it was a big thing, a couple of thousand people. And so I remember someone threw a Coke can and got him. While he was trying to sing his carols, and I remember that really sort of summed up Christmas on the border.
It's like the egg story. You
and
the DJ.
Famous,
It wasn't Tom Siegert throwing a Coke can.
No,
was it?
Certainly was not. Certainly, and I'm an egg thrower. Wouldn't lower myself to throw a can of Coke.
No,
Forget that.
That would have killed him.
But we're mate. I reckon we're nearly done.
Yeah.
Let's not flog a dead reindeer here. It's a nice short episode, Christmas spirit. People have got shit to do.
No, we do love Christmas. We sort of, mate, and my fiancée Kristen loves it. Real family time. If you're spending time with your family, your friends, it's been a tough few years. Have a great bloody Christmas.
Just relax. Get on the sauce.
Yep.
You're probably catching up with family that you haven't seen for a
Maybe
while.
if you're going in the state, seeing family you hadn't seen.
I think Queensland's opened up,
It's
have they?
open. Get in there.
South Australia, have they opened up?
Mate, who knows?
Who knows what they're doing?
WA,
over there.
they're still shut.
certainly
You're not getting into WA.
No, forget about
So,
that. So, have a great Christmas, everyone.
We'll be back next week. Once again, get on the Good Banter Instagram. If you want to hit us up at reallygoodbanter@gmail.com. Get on the YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube. Give us some comments on the YouTube. That gets the algorithm going and gets the views up, and we just start pumping. So
2022's our year.
Do we squeeze another one in before 2022?
Oh,
we do.
We do. Yeah, we will. We will. So,
on the 30th. So drive safe. Be happy. Have fun with your family. And it's another one in the can, Tommy.
Merry
Christmas. And on
good banter.
have some good banter at Christmas.
Oh, good banter. That's a good banter.